Okay, so let's set up our project. So before going to set up any stuff, first you must have these softwares installed on your computer. So first thing is Node.js. So if you are Windows user, just download this installer, or if you are Mac user, you can use this one. And for the standard code editor, I'm going to use Visual Studio Code. So you may be using different code editor, and that's quite okay. But I recommend to use VS Code because later on we are going to enable several plugins as well, and it will be helpful for our future development. And uh, next software that you are going to need is Postman. So Postman is basically application where you're going to send, or where you're going to initiate a REST API calls for your backend. So in that way, you can basically check your backend REST API without exposing it directly to the front end. So just download Postman as well. So once you have these three softwares, we can start the project initialization stuff. So I have just created a simple folder over here. So let's create another folder to store our backend stuff. So I am going to rename this as Express REST API, and inside this folder you can open up your VS Code, and yeah, so once you open this your VS Code, simply press Ctrl and title button, then it will toggle this terminal, and you can do the same thing by simply going to this option, and it will open up this CMD inside your folder. So here basically we can set up our Express project, and yeah, before before going to set up this project, let me show you what are the extensions that we require for our development. So we need this .env because we are going to access our environment variables later on in our project. So this extension will be helpful uh, in that task, and we need prettier code formatter. So prettier is basically do code formatting automatically for us, so we don't need to refactor our code again and again, reformat our code again and again. And rainbow brackets is also essential plugin, but this is kind of deprecated. So if you are going to use a different bracket coloring uh, extension, that will be also okay. And yeah, basically those are the packages what we want. And if you want to enable Express plugin, you can do that as well, but it is not quite mandatory. But yeah, you can download that code plugin as well. So once all those extensions are set up and all the software has been downloaded and installed, you can start uh, the deployment, the initialization of the project. So first, just check. Let's just check whether we have installed our node correctly. So if you type node -v, and if it is giving some sort of a version number like this, which means you have installed it correctly. Otherwise, you may have some problems uh, while installing it. So in order to set up Express project, what you have to do is basically uh, just type npm init. Then it will ask several questions from you. So I will just simply press enter. So it will be this default name. Then again press enter, and again enter. And entry point for now I think index.js will be okay. But let's rename it as server.js. Then it will be more convenient. So we don't have any test command, and currently we don't have any Git repository, and we don't have any keywords. So in the author you can put your name. So I will add my name over there. And in the license, basically you can add ISC or MIT license. So I will just simply add ISC. And once everything is done, simply press enter again. Then it will create this package.json file for you. So this will be the initial JSON file that we require to set up our project. Okay, so once this was uh, set up in your device, we can install several packages and start deployment of REST API. So I will show you how to do those stuff in the next video. So thank you.